Do you feel like it's going your way all of a sudden, given what these other things we're seeing, Gordon?
I do, and I think that you got to look at what's happening with GameStop. What's happened with GameStop over the past 4 days is essentially what happened with Tesla over the past year. But with respect to the quarter, the quarter was extremely bad in our view.
Are you worried about Tesla stock after this earnings call? I mean, Wall Street did take a dump on Tesla afterwards, just a little bit. Could Gordon Johnson finally be right?
What is that actually happened?
Of course it happened. I think this is a reflection of how...
Okay, I'm sorry. I just couldn't keep going with that. I had more, but I'm done. But for those of you that are new to this channel, I'm Luke, and we're going to talk about Tesla's earnings call today. So we're going to discuss a few things nobody is picking up on in regards to the earnings call and what you should be doing with your Tesla stock moving forward. So with all the chaos going on out there with GameStop and AMC and Robinhood screwing everyone, check out my video on that if you hate prostate exams, because you may be getting one soon if you don't take action right now. Anyways, the point I'm making here is that there hasn't been a lot of coverage on Tesla here on YouTube with the insane stuff that's been going on right around the same time. Now don't worry, I still won't drag the video out just to put in ads and all that other crap that everybody else likes to do. But I am going to hit just a few of the highlights so we're all on the same page and kind of get everybody who's been caught up in all the craziness back up to speed with Tesla. Tesla did have an earnings miss, and that was reflected in the price quickly tracing down after their earnings were released. But there were some positives to look to as well, like the cash position now approaching almost $20 billion. Despite building or expanding 3 factories at the same time. They also grew revenues and projected delivery growth to stay right on track with a 50% mark year over year, although they didn't really give us a solid number. But to me, that just means they are seeing how the factory build-outs go, as that could influence those numbers greatly. But, and yes, there is a big but here, which, I cannot lie, and, wait, that doesn't really fit here, sorry. But Tesla did miss on earnings per share, and quite honestly, they missed pretty bad, coming in at 80 cents per share versus Wall Street's estimates of just over $1. And probably the big reason EPS fell is they accounted for more of Elon's compensation again, which with the stock price being so high, it means a bigger hit on the bottom line. But that's part of the deal, and honestly, it's just to be expected at this point. And to round it all out, the margins were not as good as they were last quarter across the board. So that hurt too, and all those misses combined sent the stock down. But let's be honest here for just a second. These next few points are not getting a lot of coverage, but it should be, as they are really important to understand so you know when to spot opportunities instead of questioning what the heck is going on. First, this was Tesla's first earnings call as a blue chip or officially a large cap stock. The standard is now whatever Wall Street puts it at. Now we can debate all day long whether it's fair or not, but this is how Apple, Facebook, and every other major company is judged. The stock will move accordingly in the short term. Having said all that, an earnings miss like this is just a short-term issue. It is not an indication of long-term problems. So you know what that means, right? It means opportunity, and we will get to what that is in just a second. It was a good earnings call, but not an A+ earnings call. Tesla has had better before, and if you want to know what an A+ earnings call looks like, take a look at Apple's earnings call that went down the same day. I'll be covering that this week as well, as it was completely ridiculous, but the trading around it actually signals another market problem that we will get into then. So what should you do with your Tesla stock? Is there a problem with the stock? Should you take profits? Those are all interesting questions, so I will tell you what I think is coming and what I'm doing personally. I personally think Tesla stock just needs a breather. And if we're being honest here, it probably has for a while now. It has doubled since November and was up almost $200 just in January alone. Think about that for just a second. So a pullback, even if the earnings was completely incredible, wouldn't have been out of the realm of possibility. Add in the market being in overdrive, the chaos with all the Wall Street bets situation, and you have a recipe for an overall downtrend in the rest of the market. And think about this point as well. Investor sentiment in regards to expectations on return is completely off the charts. And you have arrogance and hubris at an all-time high right now. And no, I'm not talking about GameStop or AMC or any of the people or any of those stocks involved in all that. That is a separate movement all on its own. I'm talking about the massive move into highly speculative stocks that is actually working for now and has emboldened people to just take crazy risk. Even Tesla cannot match those people's expectations. I mean, 6 months ago, doubling your money in a month was the expectation, which I thought was completely crazy, but Tesla actually delivered. Now people are chasing stocks that can double in way less than a week or even in a day. This explains why you're seeing a broader movement away from great stocks and huge runs happening in speculative plays. And honestly, this is nothing new. It happens periodically, and it always ends poorly for those playing that game in the end. So knowing all this, should you take profits and buy the coming dip? Well, I'm not personally, as I'm not into timing the market, especially with Tesla. Ask anybody else who played that game with Tesla and they almost always get burned. But if the discount becomes steep enough, I will absolutely consider going discount shopping and adding more shares. And if we get a crazy discount, I'll be adding even more shares. I'm long on Tesla. My plan is to hold long and strategically buy when it makes sense, knowing that I cannot accurately time the market over the long term. So if I buy more and it dips even more, I get excited, not sad. Each step down represents more wealth over the long run. Hopefully my hand gestures made sense. Or you can shun Tesla and other great companies and chase penny stocks with all your money and become the next great penny stock investor like... Wait, can you even name one investor who made a fortune trading penny stocks? That's odd. I can't either. And even if you're cheating and Googling it right now, I bet none of us have ever heard of this person. Anyways, the bottom line is this is a short-term issue, not a long-term problem for Tesla, which represents a chance to get some shares that will look cheap in a year. So thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and tap that.
Stupid idiot!
Come
Tesla
on.
should be at $1 million per share right now.
this can't
The
be
numbers
real.
are a lie. The EPS was actually $80 per share, not 80 cents per share. They got it wrong.
audience that?
You guys are all idiots. He didn't put out guidance because he knew if he said 5
wow.
million cars he's going to
Right, he
deliver
didn't say
next
a
year,
trillion.
the stock would just explode everybody's head. And then they would stop trading and Robinhood would screw everyone and not let anybody buy Tesla. See? Elon is for the people. He's protecting them. I'm the Tesla bull. I'm the Tesla bull. I'm the Tesla